as that term waters down our specific claim to this land. It makes it sound like we're just another group of immigrants who came from Africa recently, the same as Nigerians, Ghanaians, or Jamaicans.
Right.
That illusion helps them argue that everybody is just black, and therefore reparations should be spread out or diluted.
No,
Look at Roland Martin. This dude hates the term FBA with a passion. He's on his show cursing out FBAs, calling us stupid fools because we won't blindly give our votes to the Democrats for nothing. It's clear he gets a paycheck for being a Democrat shill. He's one of the loudest voices attacking anyone who dares to use FBA and demand reparations specifically for descendants
I think
of American slavery. That's
I think for Roland Martin. Hold on, let's see this.
Out there yelling about how FBA be one people who are out there yelling about how
Hold on, go back to
FBA B1 people out there yelling about how more checks were coming and Trump was sitting here. Y'all wanted tangibles. Oh, Trump was going to give you tangibles. Oh, you can bank on the tangibles that Donald Trump is going to give you. It's going to be a foot in your ass. And your mama and your daddy and your grandparents and your aunts and your uncles and your cousins and your friends. And then I'm just letting y'all know, Reese, Greg, Niambi, myself, and others are going to be sitting here looking at y'all going, it's above me now.
I think this is one of the most worst tragedies, I think, of the entirety of this thing for me. It trips me out to see, like with Roland or whatever, you know, Roland. I've always been like a Roland Martin unfiltered type of fan back in it, because Roland is very knowledgeable of like history. He's very knowledgeable of whatever, and he speaks. He has a very very great orator. A little angry, but a very great orator. And for Roland to be to say the things that he said, I think for me as just being black, this is very disappointing for us to encounter this about Roland, because I would think that, and I'm just really tripped out because I just Reese is a black woman. Mr. Greg is I think he worked at Howard, right? I think he at Howard. These folks know, they know, not, they are American. I didn't know nothing about what's his name, Roland. Recently, I didn't know until recently that Roland, or I think his ancestors are derived from Haitian or Haitian, whatever. I hate it, whatever. I didn't know that, so they're just kind of like, okay, all right. But that don't mean nothing bad, you know. But to see him all of a sudden attack a whole movement, I'm not sure what his thing is with Tariq, but for you to understand that you have a movement that actually became a full summertime, springtime, fall time, wintertime thread, right? Of black people with millions of views crying out saying, listen, they don't like us anyway. We ain't finna just, yes, we should ask for something. Yes, we gonna ask, because every time we give our vote to a Democrat, y'all promise us the world and come with nothing. You just like the daddy that went to the store to go get the milk and never returned. Y'all just like that. You're just like that. So I don't get, it's really hurtful and really feeling hurtful, because I mean, my heart was like, damn, Roland, you too? Come on now. You don't understand? I thought you was gonna be our little Martin Luther King. I know they talk about you, but no, now. So now, with this, because I understand what foundational black is, and since you saying you got Haitian descendants, now it clicked like, oh. Even though you for us, you ain't for us. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know. And Reese, I like Reese, and I love Mr. Greg or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because these people are very smart. Not to knock them, but it's really ridiculous. Because who paid you? Did somebody pay? They ain't about to pay. The fuck going on, Roland? You know? No, bro. And you are such a great speaker for I think for us as a group of people, for being Black Americans. You're such a great orator and speaker. But I just knew maybe it's a thing or whatever. Maybe he'll come back and reset himself. But Roland, hell no, you need to stop this. Trust me. Trust me. What you're doing, Roland, I don't know who these folks think. They ain't telling y'all the truth because they want to go ahead and cuss you. I ain't cussing that Roland like that. Let me tell you something. That is the wrong way to go. You are gonna lose. You gonna lose the crowd. Real talk. You gonna lose the motion because you sounded very Republican from somebody outside of you. I know you inside your body living your own experience, but I'm inside of mine living my experience. And I'm telling you from my experience, you looking real. No, Roland, you looking real. You know, real talk. You know, I'm telling you. No, we can't do that. We can't do that. So I don't know. Like, and so they gave me when they came to Roland. I'm like, come on, Roland, man, not you too. I was watching Water God TV. Shout out to Water God TV. He was covering this too. And to see, you are starting to see now on each platform, you seeing this. And I get it. You ain't got to like the person, but you can definitely understand and say, oh, I get that. Right. Because if it weren't for that, look at America's history. If you refuse to look at America's history and then you want to argue it with Black people and say this and that because they've lied to you and y'all they have lied to y'all in movies and this whatever and told y'all we were somebody that we were not, and then you get over here, we got open arms, and you came over here to set up camp and have a competition. We thought, but no, you tricked us. It's like after 1965, probably like Amazon and Temu and Marketplace that came out, and y'all sent us all Temu. We got not one Amazon, not one name brand, not nothing. The pictures, we bought a picture, we got a bracelet, we bought lotion, we got a shoe. We went to go buy salt, and they sent us dust. Sent us. They left the end out of Leering. They brought Leering and left the end over there. So much happened. We were tricked. We were gooped. Yes, we deserve reparations just because of that. Hell, in this case, white people deserve reparations again too, because we all tired of y'all ass. Okay, I'm done. All right, that's all. That's it for the night. That's all. I'm gonna get off this. Okay. Listen. Again, it doesn't have to mean much to you at all about being